Video we will have a look at Dataverse Image data type. So here is my table called membership, and I have got a column called photo. The photo is a data type which is an image. Okay, and this is my model driven app. I got a column called photo there, and I did uploaded an image here. The plan is we want to retrieve this image and push that under a list attachment under SharePoint. So for that, what I did is I created a SharePoint list called DemoList, and I got a column called image, and this is an image data type column as well. Okay, this is my flow. For the demonstration purpose, I am using the manual trigger. So the first thing is I'm using a get row by ID from the Dataverse connector, and my table is called memberships, and here is my ID I'm using, row ID. As you can see, this is the ID of this record. The plan is to retrieve this image. Okay, the next step is we want to download a file or an image. That's a connector we want to use. So here again I'm using the same row ID, and one thing, important thing you need to remember here is you need to use image size is equals full. Okay, otherwise you will only get the thumbnail only. Okay, next what I'm doing here is create an item, and using that list which I shown earlier, the demo list. Then the title I need to put because it's mandatory. The next step is add attachment. So the plan is first we need to push that under the attachment. So you can see here add attachment. I'm using the same ID here which is coming from the create step, and then I hard coded the file name which I want. Okay, which is the output .png which I want, and then the file content which is coming from the Dataverse step here, this one, download a file or an image. So you must be wondering why I can't get the file name here dynamically as well. Unfortunately, that step doesn't give you the file name, actual file name, and I looked the documentation, I couldn't find the info from where it is coming from. If it's a file data type, it gives the file, but for the image it doesn't. I don't know what's the reason it is. If anybody knows, please comment on my video. Okay, the final step here is the send and HTTP action step we want, which is a SharePoint connector. Again, I'm using the post method, and then you can see the standard API call I'm using with the get title as demo list, items of that ID which I just created coming from the create item here. Okay, this is the ID. We're using the ID below here as well. Okay, in the body also. Then the standard header. All these I'm going to put this under my video comment, also video description as well. Then under the body you got 2 underscores. This is 2 underscores, it is metadata. Then you need to put your list name, then also you need to put list item also along with that. So if your list is called account, you need to say account list item. So here in my case it's demo list, so it's going to be demo list item. Then again the title coming from the create step of that SharePoint step which we added earlier. Then the image, here there are a few things. Type is thumbnail. Then the file name, again I hard coded the file name. Field name is image, that's a field name. So your field name in SharePoint is something else, you need to give that name actually. So mine I call that as image. Okay, and then the server URL is your SharePoint URL. Then the server relative URL which you need to give the list / demo list / attachments. Remember, it's under the attachments, we just added that under the attachment, so you need to refer that path / the same ID of that create item step coming from that is from here, the create item here. Yeah, then again the file name here. Okay, so you can see list / demo list. So if I take you back to my SharePoint, you can see that list / demo list. So you need to look your path as well when you're doing this. Then finally the file name as well. So if you want to make it dynamic, you can use this this output.png, here also output.png, then here as well. So if you want to make it dynamic, you need to probably create a combos action step just above here, you can add a combo step just above the add attachment, then use some expression like random expression or something like to create a random number or something, and then put that .png or JPEG or whatever it is, then map that output here under the file name and also here as well. So there are a few places here, see that here and here also. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run the flow and see if this is going to work. Okay, flow ran successfully now. Okay, the next thing is we need to go back to the SharePoint. Okay, let me refresh this page. Right, as you can see, the recorder test is created and the thumbnail of the image it's there. If I double click on it, I can see that's a image it's coming, and also edit the record. You can see output.png also here, and it's set that as the thumbnail. Remember the send HTTP step we did, that's the job it does here. So in the past, it changed slightly here. So when I push the attachment, usually we should be able to see that from the asset folder. Microsoft won't do that anymore. It's been changed a while ago. So if I take this back, this to the site assets, I think it's called, yeah, site assets, you can see this is the old one. So under the site assets, see the list and your list ID. So if you go to list ID, this is as you can see, it's in 2 years ago it is. So it's created. So under here you should be able to see your attachments here actually, but that's no more the case now. It's been changed now. The attachments is not stored, no more stored here actually. Okay, so hope this is useful. Thank you for watching.